Hello and welcome back to Shadowing English Room. I'm really happy you're here because today we're going to talk about something every learner feels at some point. You study, you repeat, you watch videos, you take notes, but your English doesn't improve the way you want. Your speaking feels stuck. Your confidence goes up and down. And sometimes you wonder, why am I not getting better? What am I doing wrong? Today, we're going to look at the real reasons your English isn't improving and how to fix it in simple, practical ways. Not next year, not next month, today. And as always, I will speak slowly and clearly so you can shadow me. You can repeat after me. You can train your voice, your rhythm, your confidence. So relax, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Let me start with a simple truth. Improving your English is not about studying more. It's about studying smarter. Many learners think they need more grammar, more textbooks, more rules, more long study sessions. But often, those things don't help as much as you think. The problem isn't you. The problem is the method. And once you understand what actually works, your progress becomes faster, easier, more natural. So here is the first reason your English doesn't improve. You are learning passively, not actively. Passive learning means you listen, but you don't speak. You watch videos, but you don't practice. You read, but you don't use the words yourself. It's like watching someone else exercise at the gym and expecting your muscles to grow. It doesn't work. Let's shadow this idea together. Repeat after me. I must practice actively. Again, I must practice actively. One more time. I learn better when I use my voice. Good. Your mouth needs training just like your ears and your brain. When you shadow, when you repeat, when you speak out loud, you move from passive learning to active learning. And that's when the real change happens. The second reason your English doesn't improve is this. You want perfection. Perfection is the biggest enemy of progress. Many learners wait for the right moment. They wait until they know more words. They wait until they feel confident. They wait until they stop making mistakes. But that moment never comes. And while waiting, they don't practice. Repeat after me. I don't need to be perfect. Again, I don't need to be perfect. Mistakes help me grow. Very good. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your teacher. When a child learns to walk, they fall many times. But no one says, stop walking. They keep trying. They fall. They try again. That's how they learn. And that's how you will learn too. The third reason your English doesn't improve is this. You translate too much in your head. You hear English and your brain immediately tries to turn it into your language. But translation slows you down. It creates stress. It stops you from thinking in English. And when you try to speak, your brain gets stuck between two languages. Let's shadow. I don't want to translate. Again, I don't want to translate. I want to think in English. One more time. Thinking in English makes speaking easier. Beautiful. Thinking in English starts with simple thoughts, not long sentences, not complicated grammar, just small, easy ideas. When you wake up, say quietly, "It's morning. I'm tired. I need coffee." When you walk outside, the air is cold. The sky is gray. I see a car. When you work, I'm busy. I'm focused. I want a break. These tiny moments teach your brain to connect ideas directly in English. No translation, no delay, no stress. Another big reason your English doesn't improve, you don't repeat enough. Many learners listen only once. They read a phrase once. They shadow something only one time. But your brain needs repetition. Real repetition. Repetition that feels almost boring. Because that is how habits are formed. That is how fluency is built. You learned your native language by hearing the same words thousands of times. English works the same way. Let's shadow this idea together. Repeat after me. Repetition builds fluency. Again, repetition builds fluency. The more I repeat, the more I improve. Excellent. Don't be afraid to repeat the same audio many times. Don't be afraid to shadow the same sentence again and again. This is not childish. This is smart. This is effective. This is how fluent speakers train. Another reason learners stay stuck is they study only grammar and they forget to practice rhythm. English has a very special rhythm. Some words are long, but spoken quickly. Some words are short, but stressed strongly. Some words connect together. Some sounds disappear. If you try to speak English word by word, slowly, carefully, perfectly, you will sound unnatural and speaking will feel difficult. But when you learn the rhythm, everything becomes easier. Shadowing is the best way to learn rhythm because you copy the sound, you copy the stress, you copy the tone, you copy the music of English, not just the vocabulary. Let's shadow a few natural English rhythms. I didn't know you were coming. Again, I didn't know you were coming. Say it one more time. I didn't know you were coming. Next sentence. What are you doing right now? Again. What are you doing right now? One more. I'll talk to you later, okay? Again. I'll talk to you later, okay? Great job. You're training your brain like a musician learning a song. Another reason English feels stuck is you practice only once a week. But fluency doesn't grow from big efforts. It grows from small daily steps. 5 minutes a day is more powerful than 2 hours on Saturday. 5 minutes of shadowing, 5 minutes of reading aloud, 5 minutes of listening. These little actions wake up your English every day. Repeat after me. Small steps every day. Again, small steps every day. Consistency makes me fluent. Very good. Consistency is stronger than motivation. Motivation goes up and down, but small daily habits stay. Let's talk about another important reason you don't hear real English. Many learners listen only to textbooks, teachers, or slow lessons. But real English is fast. Real English is natural. Real English is full of emotion. The more real English you hear, the more your brain understands the melody of the language. Podcasts, stories, interviews, movies, YouTube channels, all of these help you hear English as it is really spoken. You don't need to understand everything. Even 30% understanding helps your ears grow stronger. Let's shadow. I listen to real English every day. Again, I listen to real English every day. Listening makes speaking easier. Nice. Listening is like food for your English. Without it, your language muscles get weak. With it, They grow stronger automatically. Another common reason your English doesn't improve is you don't speak with yourself. Many learners are afraid to speak out loud because they think it's strange. But speaking with yourself is one of the most powerful exercises you can do, and no one has to hear you. When you cook, speak out loud. I'm cutting the vegetables. I'm boiling water. I'm making tea. When you get ready, where are my keys? I need to leave. I'm late. When you clean, let me do the dishes. I want to finish quickly. These small moments train your speaking muscles. They make English part of your everyday life. Let's shadow. Speaking with myself helps me practice. Again. Speaking with myself helps me practice. It feels natural with time. Very good. Another reason learners stay stuck is fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of speaking. Fear of sounding strange. But fear is just a feeling, and feelings change when you take action. The fastest way to destroy fear is to practice. Not perfectly, not bravely, just practice. Repeat after me. I am not afraid to make mistakes. Again. I am not afraid to make mistakes. Confidence grows with practice. Nice. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build. And now I want to give you a few sentences to shadow. Sentences that build mindset, motivation, and courage. Repeat after me slowly. Every day, I'm getting better. I don't have to be perfect. I only need to keep going. My English is improving step by step. I trust the process. I enjoy the journey. Shadow them again. Every day, I'm getting better. I don't have to be perfect. I only need to keep going. My English is improving step by step. I trust the process. I enjoy the journey. Very good. Now let's look at the final reason your English might not improve. You don't enjoy the process. If learning feels boring, stressful, or heavy, you won't continue. But when you enjoy it, when it feels fun, satisfying, meaningful, your progress becomes natural. You don't force yourself, you simply want to do it. That's why shadowing is powerful. It feels active, it feels dynamic, it feels alive. You go from silence to sound, from fear to confidence, from thinking to speaking. Let's shadow a few more powerful sentences. I enjoy learning English. Again, I enjoy learning English. English is part of my life. Again, English is part of my life. Beautiful. So remember, your English isn't stuck because you're bad at learning. It's stuck because the traditional way of learning doesn't work for most people. But now you know what really works. Active practice, shadowing, mistakes, repetition, thinking in English, daily habits, real listening, speaking with yourself, confidence, enjoyment. These are the real keys to fluency. Repeat after me.
I can improve. Again, I can improve. I'm becoming more fluent every day. Again, I'm becoming more fluent every day. I believe in myself. Again, I believe in myself. You're doing great. Keep shadowing. Keep repeating. Keep going. Your English future is bright. Brighter than you think. See you in the next episode.